back. This week what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Title 34, Chapter 2 of the Code of Alabama, which is also known as the Architectural Law. What we want to do is make sure that we know exactly when we're supposed to have an architect involved when it comes to a new project or an existing project that might be just changing occupancies. So I hope you enjoy this week, and please let me know if you have any questions.
My first introduction to Title 34, Chapter 2 of the Code of Alabama, also known as Architectural Law, was when I received the letter to the right that you see, from Ed Paulk that explained the architectural requirement. The letter from Fire Marshal Paulk told us exactly when an architect was required. Multifamily residences, any duplex, triplexes, quadplexes, apartments, townhomes, they all require an architect. Assembly or an educational occupancy, any modification to assemblies or educationals require architects. Any building larger than 2,500 square foot and any interior alteration or change of use greater than 2,500 square foot requires an architect. An architect is not required for detached single-family homes, farm buildings, small buildings, which small is considered less than 2,500 square foot, excluding assemblies and educationals, small restaurants, essentially with an occupant load of less than 50, which according to the building code would be considered a business occupancy, in any utility works, structures, or buildings. What does an architect's seal look like? Well, if you look to the left, you'll see that seal is 2 inches in diameter, containing the registrant's name and registration number in the inner circle. Can an architect prepare and seal engineering plans? Generally, no. However, incidental engineering is allowed. And the same goes for engineers. They can only do incidental architecture. They cannot do architectural work as their primary role. Can a person registered in another state practice architecture in Alabama prior to receiving his or her Alabama registration? The answer is easy. No. Always look for that Alabama seal. If they do not have a state of Alabama architectural seal, then you cannot accept it. If you're looking to verify an architect's registration status in Alabama, you may visit the board's website at www.boa.alabama.gov. In the Important Links box, click on License Search and enter the person's last name or registration number. We must understand this architectural law and know what we can accept and what we can't accept. If any of you want a copy of the letter that was sent out to code officials from Fire Marshal Paulk, please let me know and I'll send that to you via email. But it's important that if you want more information on this, please go to the Alabama Board of Architects website, and they've got a lot of question and answers on there. You can also call them and ask them about specific projects. Next week, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the sprinkler requirement for mini storage. Specifically, we're going to look at the sprinkler requirement for S1 occupancies. I hope that you'll tune in next week.